Hi there. Good morning. It's Lori from Lollipop Paper and Ink. Thanks so much for joining us today. I almost did the same mistake I did last week when I went live on my personal page. So I wanted to make sure I didn't do that again, and I almost did. So it was really nice hearing from my cousins from across the country, but that's not really where I wanted to be. So hopefully I'm on my page and you'll have a few minutes to join us. So let's see. Okay, I am here. I'm glad to see that. Let me see if I can share it. You know what? I'm not even going to mess with that. Let's just start. Welcome. I'm glad to see you here today. This will be my last Facebook Live Wednesday for the year. So I am going to take a few weeks off, 2 weeks, the week before and the week after Christmas to regroup, revamp, and get ready to start January really out of the gate quick. So, okay, so welcome. I see a bunch of you on, so thank you so much. Let's just do some business first. I have our prize patrol from last week, and if you're new to my videos or my lives, when I do a Facebook Live, I give away a prize patrol, and I do that for anyone that shares my video, either here or over on YouTube. And then I pull a name of everyone that shared and give away a stamp set. So if you do share, though, I do need you to put your shared in the comments after you do share it, because I can't tell from Facebook where who shared it or when. So I try to make sure that everything, good morning everyone, Merry Christmas to you too, and Happy Wednesday. So if you do share, if you're kind enough to share this video, which I truly appreciate, I do pull a name during our next live. And so last week I had the Heartfelt Wishes stamp set, excuse me, that I'm giving away, and I pulled Ruth Mowry. So Ruth, I don't know if you're on yet this morning, but if you are, I have your address, so no worries. I'll get this out this afternoon to you. I have a bunch of stuff that has to get mailed out today. So, okay, so that's for Ruth. Now, the week before that, I had 2 to give away, and I didn't have the address for Deborah Woodby. So Deborah, I was giving away the Seasons of Fun stamp set, and it's yours, but I do need your address. So if you could PM me your mailing address, I'll get this out to you. And I can hold on to that for another week or so. So today, if anyone is kind enough to share this video, I will be giving away the Peaceful Cabin stamp set. So this is from the holiday catalog, super popular. So, okay, so ladies, Ruth, I will get yours out today. The other ladies, I'll just wait for an address from Deborah, and I'll get that out to you. All right, so today I have a really cute, thank you for sharing, Rita. I have a really cute, super simple, quick, easy, last minute pouch that you can put. Now I put hot cocoa in it, but you could put candy, you could put a gift card, whatever. So let's get busy with that. I'll show you how super simple it is. I'm going to put the camera down, and before I do that, let me just show you, because there's just a few more days left for the my club, my December club. So I have it out there all month. So it's a recurring subscription. So that means when you sign up, you do get billed on the same day every month for the card club. And so you don't have to worry about it. You just do it once until you want to cancel. Then you don't do it. Then you contact PayPal and take it off. But so this is our. But all during the month, I do welcome in with new members, and I get everything gets ordered. The last time I can order my products for what goes into the packages is the 20th of the month. So we have a few more days. So if you're interested, I'll have the link at the up in the description. So this one, I went back. I was kind of done with the holiday cards, and I gotta move this over here. And I went back into the annual catalog. So this is, it's weirdly enough, it's called Season's Blessings, but it's not holiday. And these are the cards that I'm offering for the December card club, which you have a few more days to join if you want to. We are almost at 50 people, so that just makes my heart sing. That's just it just makes me so happy. I just love doing the card club. So okay, let me just show you these really quick. It looks like my internet is blinking. I hope everyone can see it. Hi, Rosemary. Yes, I do love it. I was surprised that I really got so much use out of this once I pulled it out of the annual stamp sets. So this one, and so the panel here is embossed, and that comes in the package already embossed. The die cuts come, except for the ones that are stamped. Those are the ones, excuse me, that you get scrap paper for, and you will stamp and crop yourself, or if you don't have the stamp set or the dies, you just can fussy cut it. That's what I love about these. They're nice and simple. This one's another one. This is just all stamping with one little tag. This tag was from the seasonal label dies, I believe. And this one too, a little bit of a just a little bit of a double 3D effect where I have the basket raised a little bit, and some flowers are behind it, and some flowers are cropped and popped up. And then just this last one. So super simple. And there's always lots of goodies inside the package when each month when they come. So that's my December club. Let's get on to our project for today. This is just going to take, so you could, one half of a piece of cardstock. So, oh, I have a runny nose now. So it's 4 1/4 by 11. So you can be able to get 2 of these pouches from 1 sheet of cardstock. We just have to score it. And that's really the only thing that you have to remember. And once you do that, you'll see how it all comes into play. Okay, so it's 11 by 4 1/4. I'm going to score it at 1 1/4. I have my scoring tool out here. And then again at 5 1/2. And then once you see where these score lines are, then you'll realize how we're going to do this. So one you're going to fold over that way, and then this way, right in half. And then one you're going to fold over down here. Let me just give this a little bit of a crease, and we're gonna glue those down a little bit more, but just to start out with. Okay, so I do have some pieces cut. Now this is the one that I did as a sample, and I love this rustic look, and so this is perfect. This is going to go to my UPS man, my mailman, maybe some people at the post office, but so this is going to fit right in here. This is just a standard hot chocolate pouch, and then we can open it up, and they can just open it up by using this, but I just want to show you what the inside looks like here. And then you can write your to or from, and have it all where nothing is going to be, they could always put everything right back. And I use this sentiment I took from the Well-Defined stamp set, which is on the last chance list now. It's really cute. I did like it. All right, so this can go right back. So let's go get started with our own for today. And I'm going to change up the colors. I'm going to make it a little bit more Christmassy, a little bit more holiday-ish. So I'm just going to do some layering. So this cardstock here, the green, the garden green, is, what is this one? This is 4 by 3 1/2, I believe. Yeah, 4 by, let's see. Yep, 4 by 3 1/2. I'll have the measurements in the description also below the video. Okay, and I'm just going to put this on here. This was from the Painted Christmas, I believe, stamps, DSP. Okay, thank you. Thanks so much for sharing, ladies. I really appreciate it. Okay, so this is going to go down here. Let's just do another one of these layers. Now, for this one up here, I wanted it to match down, but this is going to be our little flap here. And then I have a strip of, this is 1 inch by 4, and this is 7/8 by 3 7/8, just so that it fits nicely in there. But before I do that, I want to use my, this is the Detail Trio Punch, I believe. And I'm just going to round the corners of just the bottom half of this. And I'll do the same thing for the DSP. Oh, and I probably went the wrong way, but okay. Some of these berries, they can, oh, that seems okay. All right, so let's get this together. And this can go right on here. And, okay, just adds a little bit of something, something. So let's get this on here. So this is very little stamping. We're just going to be stamping the cute sentiment, and then if you want to stamp it on the with the. Actually, let me just switch here. For this part on the bottom, I'm going to use the Seal Plus because you can see once you get your pouch in here, this has a tendency to lift. So I've been pressing it down, but I just kind of wanted to remind myself that when I'm doing this one to use my Seal Plus, just so that I don't have to think about that. Okay, and I'm just putting this down just as low as I can, trying to center it. Okay, and that flap is okay to go right over it. This doesn't need Seal Plus, so I can get away with my regular, which is cooperating nicely today. Oh, you know what? I wanted to round these too. You can't just have a straight angle on a round angle. So, oh, that didn't work. Okay. I love this trio punch. It just, it's just so, it just adds a little bit of something, something to the project when you round the corners. All right, I'm just going to put this right here. Okay, now for the inside, that's where I'm just going to do, if you want, you could do your to and from on here. So this, I just wanted this to stand out a little because it was a little boring just having it right here. So this way we'll have that stand out. And I think I'm going to do the same thing to this. Well, if you don't put your, if you don't have it in there straight, it does not cooperate. So it's a little reminder to keep it straight. All right, let's get this right onto the top. And I think, yeah, I think, which way do I want it? I guess I want it that way. Okay, now I'm just going to use my garden green just to pick up on that green color. So this is just more, definitely brighter and more holiday-ish. But this stamp set, the well-defined stamp set, has just really cute little quasi definitions of what that word could mean. And then I like the big, bold to and from also. So I'm just going to put that here. Oops, press too hard. Okay, and then this can go right in. Okay. I hope you all are ready for the holidays. I'm not ready. I don't have one thing that is wrapped. And that's usually when I realize what I don't have. So I like take stock and, oh geez, that's not enough for that one. I gotta get more. Which makes my husband crazy. Okay, so we're gonna do a little bit of stamping. This definition is well defined. And I'm just going to pick the one that says, holiday, a reason to eat more. I mean, really, am I right? That's the best reason. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna put that aside. And I'm gonna round these corners too. Might as well, since I've rounded mostly everything else. And then I'm going to take just a little, because I just want this to be on the, hanging. I don't want it to be stationary. I don't want it to be adhered right onto this. So now, before you put your ribbon on to close it up, I grabbed these at Starbucks, but anyone would work. I'm just going to put this in first, just so I can kind of get a feel for the ribbon around it. And this one, I'm just using the crinkle ribbon, and I'll just tie it up with some twine too. And then this way, they could use it again. They could definitely just open and close it as they want. So, all right, what do I need here? I need my scissors. Thank you for sharing, Rosemary. And I'm going to make the bow right up on top so that the sentiment tag will hang down a little bit. And I don't really think I'm going to make a bow. I'm just going to make I'll make a knot here. But just so I know that it's closing, and it's not too tight, but it's not going to go flying out either. Okay. Oh, my screen is still snapping at me, saying that something's not right. So I hope you all can see me. Oh, Deborah, I just see that you signed on. I'm glad that you're here because I called your name for our prize patrol for last week. So if you could just PM me your mailing address, I would be happy to get that out to you. So glad to see your name pop up. That works out great. I do have a couple that I have to get out today, a couple of packages, so I'll be happy to get yours out. All right, so I'm just going to take my tag, my sentiment tag, take a little of the white twine. You would think that hole is big enough. I should have been able to get it in first time. All right, now I'm going to give myself a little bit extra, and this one we will make a bow. And see how easy. And you could put embellishments, or you could do more stamping on this tag if you wanted. I just wanted something really quick and simple, and that's what I got here. All right, just a little bow, and you're done. There you go. Look how cute that is. And it can be, and if you were going to, if you had to, you know, redo your bow or anything to take it off, to slide it off, just take your pouch out first if you already have that in there, and it will just give you the room that you need to get that done. Oh my goodness, that was like a record so quickly. All right, let me put you back up because there's a few things I wanted to tell you about today. So I am taking off the next, you know, sort of taking off the next 2 weeks, the weeks before Christmas and the week after. I do want to just be present with the family and have everything calm and ready. And I also want to have time to really hit the gate running with the come January 1st. So there's a few changes that I'm making to the business in January. So the first one, which is most important for us here, is that we have, let me just make sure, just to see. Okay, so we have, normally I've been doing this 11 a.m. on Wednesday Facebook Live for almost 2 years now. So I'm going to switch it up a little. And so from now on, after January, it will be Tuesdays at 2. So, and if you can't make it then, I know it's kind of in the middle of the day, but I'm just hoping to be able to reach a little bit more of an audience that way. But you can always catch it on a replay, just like always. So, so that's the first thing. The second thing is I'm starting a birthday card series, and I will be doing that during the Facebook Lives on Tuesdays, 2 times a month for 3 months. So we're going to have a 6 classes during the next 3 months, January, February, March, 2 times a month, and that will be during that Tuesday Live. So, so I'll have all the information out for you, so you know you'll definitely know about it. But it will be all about birthdays, and it will be you'll be able to stack up on your birthdays for the year if you take the class. So the class is free as always, like my classes always are. And if you had a qualifying order, then I would ship the kits to you for free. So, okay, so that's one thing. I have the end of January online stamp and bingo planned. So that information should be coming out soon. And also my paper share for the new catalog. And that's going to, hopefully I'll get that information out by the weekend or very early next week. But that is something that I can take reservations for. I can't take any payments for that yet until 5 days before the catalog goes live. That's just a Stampin' Up thing. So, so how I normally run this, and I've been doing this for years, is you just tell me that you're interested. I need 4 people for each share, and once that 4th slot is full, I will contact you, let you know, confirm that you're in, and then on December 31st, I will send you a PayPal link to pay for the share. And you have up until January 3rd, because the catalog goes live on January 4th, and I am up first thing that morning on the 4th placing my order. So to get it here just as soon as we can with all these delays. So, so that's something to consider too. You get every sheet of DSP and specialty paper, just a fraction of it. You get a quarter pack of everything that is sold. So it's always been very successful, and sometimes I have sold out. So just once that information comes out, I hope that you'll take advantage of that. And I think that's it. All of this stuff will be coming next week by the latest, all the information. But the best thing to do is to be on my email list. And I'll have that link up on the description also, so that this is how I get all of this information out to you. So it'll be here on Facebook too, but the details are much easier to read if they come in on an email. So, so that's it, ladies. I appreciate your time today, and I hope that you can just whip up a few of these little pouches for your postal workers and your kids' teachers or grandchildren's teachers. That's what I'm doing. That's on my plan for the next couple of days. So again, I really appreciate it. I love when you share my projects. Good morning, Nancy. And good, I'm glad that you showed up today, Deborah. I'm very happy about that. So I will get that out to you. All right, thanks again. I hope you have a wonderful holiday, a happy new year, stay safe, and a Merry Christmas. Thanks again. Bye-bye.